we're going to go ahead and talk about least common multiple, otherwise known as LCM, just going by the abbreviation, least common multiple. Okay, so what that is you may get a set of numbers, two numbers, maybe three numbers. Okay, so let's say 4 and 9. Okay, 4 and 9. Okay, the least common multiple is the smallest number that both of those numbers are factors of. Okay, so both 4 and 9 would divide evenly into whatever number. Okay, so what we could do, there's two different ways to solve this. I'm going to go ahead and work out a couple examples using multiples. So 4 and 9. Okay, so at this point, we're just going to list all the numbers that 4 can divide evenly into. Okay, so 4 goes into 4. Okay, 4 goes into 8. 4 goes into 12. 4 goes into 16. 4 goes into 20. 24. I'm going to need some more room. Put the 9 down here. 24. 28. 32. 36. 40. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop there because I think I found it. Okay, so these are all numbers that 4 will divide evenly into. Okay, 4 is a factor of all of these numbers. Okay, so now let's do the same with 9. Okay, so let's list all the numbers that 9 is a factor of. 9, 18, 27, 36, and 45. Okay, so looking at this, okay, and I think I have a match. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the list. Is there any number that they both have in common? Okay, and if there is it the smallest? So again, we would start at the beginning. If we're looking for the smallest, we're going to start at the beginning. So, well, let's start here because it's a shorter list. 9 would be the smallest. Is there a 9 up there? No. 18 is the smallest, the next smallest. Is there an 18 up there? No. 27? Nope. 36. Oh, yeah. Okay, so there's a 36 here, 36 there. Okay, so 36 is the least common multiple of 4 and 9. Okay, now I know you're probably thinking, well, I could just multiply 4 times 9 and got 36 and save all the trouble. Okay, and that does work sometimes, but that's not always the case. So you're even if you know, I mean, because yeah, 4 times 9, 36, that is certainly a common multiple of those, but it might not always be the least if you multiply them together. Okay, let's do another one using the multiple method. Let's do 12 and 15. Okay, so some of you may be thinking, oh, I'm just going to multiply them together and that's going to get me the least common multiple. Well, we'll see. So 12, 24, again, I'm listing all of the numbers that 12 is a factor of. 36, 48, 60, 72. Okay, I'm going to stop there now. I usually stop after I come up with several. Then I list there and then say I haven't made any matches and I have to continue on until I make a match. Sometimes using the multiple method, you have to list a lot of numbers before you can find the right one. All right, so 15. Let's go ahead and do 15. Okay, and again, these are all numbers that 15 is a factor of. Okay. All right. So, well, let's go ahead and just start. Okay, well, they're about the same number. Numbers 12. Is there 12? No. 24? Nope. 36? Nope. 48? Nope. 60. Yep, this is it. Okay. So for those of you that may have multiplied 12 times 15 thinking you found the least common multiple, 12 times 15, I don't know, that's in the hundreds. So that would not have gotten you the correct answer. So in this case, 60 is the least common multiple. All right. So that is one way. That's using multiples. Now, again, that way is very effective. Just be prepared that if you use that way all the time, you just may have to list. I know that I've had students that have had to list like 30 numbers before they got to one that match. Okay, and it will get you there. Sometimes it just might take a while. All right, now we're going to go ahead and talk about how to use prime factorization to find least common multiple. This is actually my preferred method because it seems longer, but it's actually could save you time in the end. All right, so prime factorization, let's do 9 and 21, okay? And you remember the prime factorization where you set up those factor trees, okay? That's exactly what we're going to do here. Okay, so set up a factor tree for 9. Well, that's easy. 3, 3, prime, prime. 21, 3, and 7. Okay, prime, and prime. Okay, so I did the factor trees. Pretty straightforward. Okay, so now what? What do I do? Okay, so what I do is I look at, okay, well, there's 3s, okay? 9's got a couple 3s, 21's got a 3, okay? Which one has the most? Well, 9 has most. 9 has 2 3s, where 21 only has 1. Okay, so I'm going to go to the one that has the most, those 2 3s, and pull them down. Okay, all right. So then we still have another factor over here, 7. Well, which one has the most 7s? Well, don't worry that this one doesn't have any 7s. That's okay. Basically, this one has 1 7. This one has no 7s. Which one has the most? Well, the one that has 1. I'm going to pull the 7 down here. Okay, so 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 7 is 63. 63 is the least common multiple of 9 and 21. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do 18 and 108. This is one that I feel like if you were to use the multiple method, you'd probably be at it for a while. Okay. 2, 9, 3, 3. Okay, factor tree for 18. Let's do one for 108. 2, 54, 2, what is that? 27, 3, 9, and then we've got 3, and 3. All right. Okay, so let's look here. Okay, well, we've got a bunch of 2s and we got a bunch of 3s. So which one has the most 3s? Well, this one's got 1, 2. This one has 1, 2, 3. So this one has the most 3. So I'm going to bring all those 3 3s over here. 3 times 3 times 3. Okay, now we got some 2s. Let's see which one has the most. This one has 1. This one has 2. So I'm going to bring those 2 2s over here. Okay, so you know what? I don't even really need to multiply this because if you look at it, I just pulled every prime factor that I had from over here. So I know if I multiply 3 times 3 times 3 times 2 times 2, I'm going to get 108 because that's what the factor tree says. So 108 is my least common multiple. Okay, so that basically means 18 goes into 108. Okay, all right. Let me do one more. I really prefer this way, but I know it can be confusing. Let's do 22 and 55. Okay. 2 and 11. 5. Okay, so, well, in this case, well, we just kind of have just a few, like, 1s of numbers. So, okay, we've got a 2. Who's got the most 2s? Well, this one has the most 2s because it's got 1, that one has none. So bring the 2 down. Okay, now this one's a little interesting. 11s. Okay, who has the most 11s? Well, this one has 1, this one has 1. If they have the same amount, then just pull 1 down. It doesn't matter where it comes from. And then we've got a 5 over here. Well, we got 1 5 here, no 5s there, so bring the 1 5 down. All right, so 2 times 11, 22. 22 times 5 is 110. Okay, Least common multiple of 22 and 55 is 110. This is the smallest number that both 22 and 55 will divide evenly into. All right, so in your homework assignment, they're going to specify, say, they'll give you some problems, say, use multiples to solve this. I want you to use multiples to solve it. Then the same thing with the prime factorizations. I want you to use the prime factorizations. I want you to practice both methods and figure out then which one you're comfortable with. Okay? All right, good luck.